The Surprising Secret of Alan Lawrence's Appearance, another mask by Aristotle Dumas. In the world of the young and the restless, where family secrets and complicated relationships never stop evolving, the appearance of Alan Laurent brings a dramatic shock. However, the truth about Alan's past is not something that anyone can predict. Especially when the audience begins to suspect Alan's true identity, a series of mysterious questions are raised. Is Alan who we think he is, or is he just a piece in a larger plan? The mysterious identity swap. The truth behind the name Alan Laurent has never been clear. There has been speculation that Alan is not the real Alan but someone else, someone who has switched identities with his brother, Martin Laurent. The story begins when Martin loses his mind and is no longer in control of his life. In a bold and calculated decision, Alan replaces Martin and takes his identity. Martin, unable to fight back, dies in Paris, France, while Alan continues to live in the shadows of his past. However, the big question is whether Alan is really who he claims to be or is just a mask he has worn all these years. And is Martin really dead, or has he simply survived under a different guise? The answer could have a huge impact on the future of the characters in the film and open up a new world of mystery. Aristotle Dumas, a kept secret. What makes Alan's appearance even more suspicious is the name Aristotle Dumas. It's a French name, and while it may just be a coincidence, in the world of the young and the restless, every detail could have a deeper meaning. The name Dumas is reminiscent of famous French people, and in particular the author Alexandre Dumas, who wrote classics like The Three Musketeers and The Count of Monte Cristo. But why would a reclusive billionaire businessman like Alan have such a French-influenced name? The writers of The Young and the Restless are not random people. Every detail they include has a clear purpose. This makes us wonder if Alan is part of a larger conspiracy, or if he's hiding something bigger that we can't quite understand. If Alan is indeed Aristotle Dumas, this could open up a whole new set of complications. Is this name a mask that Alan has worn to avoid being hunted down? Or is it a symbol for a completely different person that he wants to become? This question will continue and create more drama in the following episodes. Traci and her struggle. Throughout the seasons of The Young and the Restless, Traci Abbott has experienced many challenges in life. As someone who always tries to fulfill her role in the Abbott family, she has faced unforeseen challenges, from betrayal to opposition from those around her. One of the biggest difficulties Traci has faced is Lauren Fenmore, an equally dangerous rival, who always tries to put Traci down and make her feel inferior to her socially. Lauren, with her sophisticated strategies and the arrogance of a successful woman, has made Traci feel inadequate many times. Traci, a gentle and clever woman, has had to fight to find respect in her family and society. She also does not easily give up the important relationships in her life, even though she is pushed into a difficult situation when facing bitter truths. With the appearance of Alan and the secrets behind him, Traci will not only have to face the internal problems of the Abbott family but also face a big question of loyalty and choice. Can she overcome this challenge and clarify the secrets surrounding her, or will she have to pay the price for her choices? A complicated relationship. Alan and Traci. Alan's appearance not only brings trouble to Traci but also puts the relationship between her and those around her into a state of tension. Traci already has a complicated history with the men in her life, and the appearance of Alan makes everything even more unpredictable. With secrets and truths yet to be revealed, can Traci trust Alan? Or will she have to face the heartbreaking truth when she discovers that everything she knows about Alan is just a game of fate? These questions will continue to weave into the story, bringing the audience a series of tense and surprising situations. The emergence of Alan Laurent and the secrets surrounding him has created a dramatic situation in The Young and the Restless. Is Alan really Aristotle Dumas, or is he just a man with dark secrets that have yet to be discovered? These questions will continue to push the story forward, as the characters must face the truth and their choices in a world full of betrayal and struggle. With thrilling plots, endless confrontations and secrets constantly revealed, The Young and the Restless continues to prove its appeal with each episode. Traci, Alan, and the surrounding characters will constantly make the audience wonder, can they find the truth, or will they be caught in a spiral with no way out? This article has delved into the mysterious details surrounding Alan Laurent and the complex situations that this character brings. We hope you enjoy and want to follow this story in more detail in the next episodes. Traci's Secret Life, the story of Alan, Martin, and the dramatic plot. Traci Abbott's life on The Young and the Restless has never been an easy road. Born into a prominent family in Genoa City, Traci has faced severe challenges since she was a child. Despite having a kind heart and a heart that always turns to family, Traci has had to constantly face events in her life. Love, marriage, and loss constantly test her, from broken marriages to the mental trauma she has suffered. Traci's challenges. Traci Abbott is not only a member of the Abbott family but also a strong woman with difficult decisions in life. She has been through many failed marriages with men like Danny, Brad Carlton, and Steve Connolly. Each relationship has brought its own trials and tribulations. These marriages not only left emotional scars but also created painful memories that Traci could not forget, especially the tragic death of her daughter, Colleen Carlton. Colleen, Traci's only child with Brad Carlton, passed away in a drowning accident. Colleen's death was a huge shock to Traci, forcing her to face the pain that every mother fears to endure. This loss affected not only Traci but also the entire Abbott family, especially Brad, who always carried regrets about his daughter. Traci lived with that sadness, trying to find peace in life, but things did not seem to come easily to her. The arrival of Alan Laurent, a new turn. Traci's life's challenges do not stop there. While she is trying to find stability in her relationship, Alan Laurent appears as a breath of fresh air. Alan is introduced through his friendship with Ashley Abbott, Traci's younger sister. Ashley, on a trip to Paris to seek mental health support, meets Alan and they quickly become close friends. Alan, a successful businessman, is known for his stories of long journeys and mysterious life. But no one expected this meeting to lead to a major change in Traci's life. When Alan arrives in Genoa City, he quickly gets to know Traci and wins her over. Naturally, they begin to have feelings for each other. Traci, despite her many heartbreaks and failures in love, still cannot resist Alan's charm and maturity. Alan's genuine concern for Traci leads her to believe that this could be a new chance at true love. However, what Traci doesn't know is that Alan may not be who he claims to be. With Alan's arrival, the story begins to get more complicated as secrets about his past are gradually revealed. Alan's insane brother, Martin, becomes a major part of these dark plots. Martin, unlike Alan, is unstable and unable to control his behavior. When Alan has trouble controlling his family's life and fortune, Martin takes advantage of this opportunity to take his place. A notable incident occurs in Paris, when Martin pretends to be Alan and confronts him head-on. The two twins have a heated argument that eventually leads to a brutal wrestling match. This fight ends with a fall from a window, with both brothers falling to the ground. However, the strange thing is that this scene was not shown to the audience, and that is the key point that made people start to suspect. Could it be that Martin and Alan both faked their deaths and switched identities? The lack of transparency in this scene left a huge gap in the story, leaving viewers wondering if Alan was really Alan, or if he could be Martin pretending to be his brother. These questions have left fans speculating and coming up with a series of theories. Martin or Alan, who's behind all the secrets? The biggest question viewers are asking is whether Martin survived the fall and continued to pretend to be Alan from then on. This opens up a series of thrilling and dramatic situations that Traci and other characters on The Young and the Restless will have to face. If Martin really pretended to be Alan, he could easily manipulate the situation and deceive Traci, making her believe that this was true love. But will Alan be able to prove his existence and restore his reputation, or will Traci have to face the painful truth about the man she loves? The mix of real feelings and hidden secrets makes this story more complicated than ever. Traci's relationship with Alan becomes a psychological game, with truths she never expected. Traci will have to struggle not only with the pain of the past but also with the people around her, including Alan, the one person she thought she could trust. Conclusion: love and secrets intertwine. The story of Alan, Traci, and Martin is a prime example of the complicated relationships on The Young and the Restless. Unrevealed secrets and unexpected events will continue to be the focus of the story, putting Traci and the other characters in a constant struggle. Can Traci find true love in a world of lies and betrayal, or will she pay the price for her trust? The secrets of Alan and Martin will continue to disrupt Traci's life, and the audience will definitely not be able to take their eyes off the next developments. This story is not only about love and loss, but also about self-awareness and courage in facing the truth, no matter how painful it is. The secrets and stories unraveled in The Young and the Restless. In the world of The Young and the Restless, where secrets and hidden truths are always factors that make viewers unable to take their eyes off, a new character named Aristotle Dumas has made the audience confused and curious. The introduction of a character like Aristotle not only brings newness to the plot but also opens up a series of interesting possibilities, helping the screenwriters to be more creative in building new plots. However, the more we learn about this character, the more we feel the lack of a clear backstory behind Aristotle, which makes him mysterious and fascinating. Aristotle Dumas, a character without a backstory. When Aristotle Dumas was introduced, he did not have a clear backstory or a detailed backstory. One of the most notable characteristics of Aristotle is his silence about his origins and past. This is in contrast to the traditional characters in The Young and the Restless, where most characters have clear origins and complicated backgrounds. Aristotle is not like the others. He appears as a hermit, someone no one has ever seen, and this only adds to the appeal and curiosity surrounding this character. The lack of backstory behind Aristotle is actually a powerful element. The writers of The Young and the Restless intentionally left the character without a clear foundation, allowing them the freedom to build and develop him in any direction they desired. This not only created room for surprises, but also kept viewers on edge. Viewers were free to speculate about what would happen next, which made the story more interesting. Martin Laurent and the identity swap. One of the big theories viewers began to pose was whether Aristotle Dumas was part of a larger identity swap scheme within the Laurent family. According to the details viewers knew, Martin Laurent, Alan's unstable brother, was once a major part of the story. If Aristotle was a hermit and Martin was a mentally unstable person, then an identity swap could be a reasonable hypothesis. Martin, who had previously pretended to be Alan, may have replaced Alan after a strange event and then continued living under the new identity. An interesting scenario is that Martin was thought to have died in a fall but was able to survive and impersonate Alan for many years. And if Aristotle Dumas was indeed part of this story, it is possible that he was Martin, pretending to live a double life and leaving no trace for others to recognize. Assuming that Aristotle was not just a name but a way for Martin to hide his identity, this would explain why he has no story to tell. While Alan could have continued his life under his own identity, Martin could have used the name Aristotle to build a new life. While the audience does not know exactly what happened between Alan and Martin in the past, the possibility of this identity swap opens up a series of dramatic and tense situations for the story. Alan Laurent and the mysterious resurrection. A big question that the audience has is whether Alan Laurent is really Alan, or is he just a different version of Martin? If Martin did switch identities with Alan, this could explain the strange events in the story. One of the key plot points is the fall from the window in Paris, where Alan is said to have survived the fall thanks to Martin landing on him. However, this scene was not shown clearly, and this omission created a huge gap, making the audience start to doubt the truth behind it. Because of the lack of transparency in this scene, Alan's story continues to be murky and mysterious. Alan's existence after the fall may be a hypothesis, but the fact that he does not appear directly in the lives of Traci and the other characters creates opportunities for the screenwriters to develop the story in any direction they want. Alan could be living a double life, pretending to be a doctor, or even continuing to run a global corporation without anyone knowing. The fact that Aristotle Dumas is introduced as a completely new character with no clear past only raises the possibility that this is Alan or Martin, hiding in another shell. The possibilities opened up for Aristotle Dumas'. Aristotle Dumas' appearance in The Young and the Restless was not only a new detail, but also an opportunity for the writers to be creative. Since there was no backstory, the writers were free to develop Aristotle in any way they wanted. As mentioned earlier, the possibility of Aristotle being Alan's brother Martin opened up many possibilities for dramatic and surprising situations. Whether Aristotle was a new character or just a mask for Martin, his lack of backstory left viewers wondering what was in store. Conclusion: Unsolved Mysteries. Aristotle Dumas' appearance in The Young and the Restless is a prime example of how writers can create mysterious characters and open up new dramatic stories. This character has no clear past, which makes every episode related to him bring surprises and expectations from the audience. Whether Aristotle is Martin or Alan, or just an independent character, the story behind him is still an unsolved mystery, creating space for creativity and interesting speculations. With a story without a clear answer, the audience will have to continue to follow and speculate about Aristotle Dumas. What will he do next? Will the secrets surrounding this character be revealed, or will they continue to be unsolved hypotheses? This will definitely make viewers unable to miss every next episode of The Young and the Restless.